In 1483 Munich, a new brewing yeast promised a golden age for brewers. But for the city's bakers, it was a declaration of war. This is the story of how a tiny fungus sparked a conflict that forever changed beer and bread. In the 15th century, Munich's brewers and bakers had a perfect system. Brewers made ale using a top fermenting yeast. They'd skim the extra foam and sell it to bakers as the perfect starter for bread. But then, a new Bohemian-style beer arrived. It was crisper and lasted longer thanks to a new bottom fermenting yeast. This process, called lagering, was a revolution for brewers. For bakers, it was a disaster. This new yeast was useless for bread. It was too slow at warmer temperatures, and since it was scraped from the bottom of the barrel, it was full of bitter gunk that ruined the taste. In 1483, enraged bakers filed a formal complaint, refusing to take the brewers' bad yeast. The Yeast War had officially begun. The conflict escalated, forcing the Dukes of Bavaria to intervene. For years, they sided with the brewers, even forbidding bakers from making their own yeast. Then, the famous Purity Law of 1516, the Reinheitsgebot, only encouraged more of the new lager. With the city's food supply at risk, the Dukes finally brokered peace in 1517. The compromise: brewers kept their monopoly in the winter, but bakers could legally make their own yeast in the summer. The war was over. The Yeast War set the stage for lager to conquer the world. This regional fight in Bavaria laid the groundwork for the 19th century lager revolution. Today, lagers, descendants of that Bohemian beer, make up over 90% of beer sold worldwide. And the bakers, forced to innovate, won their independence and paved the way for the modern commercial yeast industry. This clash between tradition and technology redefined two of our essential foods. A brewing breakthrough nearly starved a city of its daily bread. The resolution didn't just end a war, it created the rules that led to the lager in your hand and set bakers on their path to independence. So next time you have a beer, remember the war fought over it.